So now that you have pain running down your leg, let's talk a little bit more about sciatica and a herniated lumbar disc. Well, watch this video to learn more. Can you do me a favor and subscribe to my channel and click on that button so that you're notified of when all of my content comes out? We provide content on physical therapy, holistic health and wellness, Pilates, and we'd love to have you watching. So what is a herniated lumbar disc? And why do I have pain running down my leg? Well, by the end of this video, you'll have a much better understanding of what it is and why it is happening. My name is Stephen Dunn. I'm a holistic physical therapist, and I've been helping patients with this condition since the late 1990s. And I would love to help you as well. All right, so let's talk about it. So the first question is, what is lumbar herniation, okay? So there's two lumbar vertebrae. We're gonna show those guys right here and right here, okay? There's two lumbar vertebrae, and between those lumbar vertebrae is a disc, okay? And the disc sits right here between those guys, and I'm gonna hold that like that. And this little yellow piece right here is representing the nerve, and this again is the disc, the intervertebral disc, and this is the vertebra for, we're just gonna say L4 and L5, the lumbar 4 and lumbar 5. And if this was the sacrum, the pelvis, which is the sacrum at the bottom, these guys will be sitting right here, all right, with a disc in between them as well. So just to kind of get an orientation of where we're at and what we're talking about. So that is the lumbar disc. So a herniation is gonna be where when this disc is no longer maintained within its border, okay? So now I'm gonna pop this one out, and I'm gonna slide this one in. Okay, so what this is showing is a herniation of the disc, all right? So right here, that red piece that's popping out, it should all be contained within the space, but right here, it's popping out. And as it pops out, it hits, let me come up to here. As it pops out, it hits this nerve, okay? And let's say this is lumbar 4 and 5, like we'd already mentioned. Well, that will go down and create the sciatic nerve. And then once the sciatic nerve, once several nerve roots like L4, 5, S1, S2 come together, they merge the sciatic nerve, and they go all the way, and they start up into your deep buttocks, and it goes all the way down your leg, all the way to the heel underneath the bottom of the foot. So that is, in a nutshell now, I answered the question of what is both a herniated disc and sciatica. So you can have a herniated disc and it be pinching the nerve right here. Let me get that set up again. So you can have a herniated disc pinching a nerve right here and it only hurt right here. But you can also have a herniated disc pinching a nerve right here and it only hurt down in your calf or your heel and it actually not hurt in your back. Or you can have this situation where it hurts in your back like crazy and down your leg like crazy. And so that's kind of the what a herniation is and why why the sciatic nerve and why it sends symptoms down your leg. So when you say, why do we have pain down your leg? It's because it's traveling down that sciatic nerve. But it could also be coming from some pinching of muscles in other areas, but more times than not, it starts up in the spine itself where that bulge is occurring or where that hernia is occurring. Now let's talk about the hernia for a second. Here's the disc removed, and here's a normal disc height, and then it's showing that bulge. And so this is kind of some old terminology from back in the 90s, but I'm gonna use it because I think it makes sense. In the center of the disc is water material. And in the edges of the disc is these rings called the annulus fibers. And if you were to compress or bite down into this side of a jelly donut, the jelly tends to squish out the back. So that's kind of an analogy that was used back in the 90s. I don't know if it's still used that much anymore. Probably isn't. Most things from the 90s aren't used anymore. But anyway, so that's kind of that like bulging or that hernia, and it's really just the water material from the inside of the disc, from the center of the disc, that's seeping out and creating this hernia. So that is what a lumbar herniation is. I've discussed a little bit of sciatica and then why the pain is down the leg. So comment below and tell me how this video has helped you, if it helps clarify some things, some words that you've heard in the past, and you have a better understanding of those things. Comment below with any questions you have as well. All right, now, can you do me a favor and can you go to Amazon and download my book, Retrain the Brain to Solve Back Pain? It would really help you with everything we're talking about with herniated disc. We've talked about lumbar spondylolisthesis in recent videos. This book will go through and teach you a way to help both of those conditions, spinal stenosis, all of those conditions with a exercise program. So thanks for watching, guys, and be on the lookout for more videos explaining on what is disc herniation, things you can do to help it, and other conditions of the back. Thanks, guys. Y'all take care, and we'll see you soon.